Now, onto the video clips. Your first one was Fool's Way. Love that video as well. I love your dancing is phenomenal in it. It's just so 80s. It's fabulous. Like in the videos, you're always really, into it, like full on, like the jumping with the water and everything.
Off, yeah.
They're great. Love it.
Answers never come, and when they do to some, they never answer questions asked. I see the other path that's open to the fools, but what's her fatal price to pay? What else is left to do?
That whole outfit in Fool's Way is good. The red
made by tailors just for the clip, designed by the director.
You were very big on the whole no top underneath thing.
No. Carl was big on the no top thing. Carl, our director, it was all he suggested.
Because in Rainy Day you did it. Yeah,
yeah. I think Carl had a bit of a crush on me.
Oh, really? Okay.
Get that shirt off, Chris.
Now, where was the Fool's Way video made? It looks like some underground kind of...
Yes, it is. It's actually the underground car park. It's heritage listed at Melbourne University. Its design is quite amazing. If you look up Heritage Underground Melbourne Uni Car Park on the net, you'll get all the history about it. And it was also used in the original Mad Max film as well.
Oh, okay.
One of the scenes in that. It's quite iconic, and I wasn't aware of it at all. And Carl took us down there and said, "Check this out as a location. This is what I want to do. We're going to put, posters on the pillars which go like this. Beautiful. They look amazing. With Japanese writing, and we're going to get a couple of extras, a couple of little Japanese.
Yeah, the little Japanese kids running. Yeah. I was going to say, where did you gather that from?
Look menacing, Chris, and the kids are going like this, and they're running off.
Yeah.
And it was great. What a great experience. But that was another long shoot. I think 16 hours. In a day to shoot that clip. And
was that filmed in '84 or '85?
It was filmed in late '84.
Late '84.
I think it was close to Christmas time. And it was, as I say, a long.
It's really interesting because even like that video, it's like a lot of videos in the '80s. You either had like a full-on big budget kind of things, like like things, or then you had videos like that. But that video, even though it's like simple, it's still really effective.
Oh, it looks great. I mean, Carl shot it on.
And it's aged really well too.
Yeah, it's real film.
Yeah.
He's done it in widescreen. It looks great. Yeah,
did you enjoy filming videos?
Yeah, well, that was my first experience. It was all so exciting. I mean, I was pretty young. I was only 23, 24, and but it all seemed like a dream come true. The record company spending all this money, hundreds of thousands of dollars on an album and video clips.
Cool, true,
It was wonderful.
And then with the Rainy Day video, it was kind of we were outside and
two locations. This was it was a cast of thousands and a crew of thousands.
And where was that filmed?
Two locations. We shot the bit inside the house where I'm on the bed and there's a fire going.
Yeah.
That's a mansion in Caulfield.
Oh, okay.
And the fountain scene is actually a Hyde Park fountain in Sydney.
Oh, is that?
So they actually got the fire engines out to
and the rain was kind of all blue looking.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Well, they have these amazing lights.
I have to say, your hair in that video in Fool's Way is perfection. It's fantastic. I remember every time I watch Rainy Day, when the water starts coming out, I'm like, oh no, your hair's going to get wet.
And it didn't, snowed up.
Yeah, it did. So much hairspray. You had such good hair and dancing.
Thanks, mate.
Had it down to a T.
You passing stranger that's coming from the rain, and when it's sunny, will you leave me? Because the weather's changed, but now the storm continues, and the rain comes down outside. So will you stay a little longer? Will you stay for just a while? The rain can fall forever.
then you did the Kabuki video where you changed your kind of look then to the kind of cowboyish
Yeah,
kind of hat.
I decided to get the Australian Akubra out, you know, and promote Australian stuff, and that was actually an INXS rip-off, I've got to admit. You know, I think Michael was wearing a black hat.
Yeah, and you used to wear the kind of the long trench coats around that period. Yeah.
That was all good.
Oh, okay. Cool. And did you also like doing other shows? Because you did quite a lot of Hey Hey Saturday and stuff like that as well.
We did everything. It was great.
Yeah.
You know, they were very kind to us, all of Australian television. We did Sounds so much. And
Donny
Hey Hey
Sutherland
so
was
much.
a great interviewer.
He was excellent,
Right,
and
yeah.
he was a really nice guy, you know, and he was a real. He just made you feel at home.
Yeah.
You know,
I used to
really
love
did.
like Saturday mornings, 9 o'clock to 12, like 3 hours of
It
Donny.
was great.
It's really cool. Now, did Geisha ever go overseas or do any gigs overseas?
We did.
or-
More recently, though, I never took any of the old lineups overseas.
So, in the actual, at the height of Geisha,
at the height of
you
Geisha,
never went.
an
Did you ever
interesting
go to Japan or anything?
an interesting thing happened.
That's interesting,
We were
yeah.
actually signed in 1985 to an American label, which was an affiliate of EMI called Manhattan Records,
Yeah.
and it was a big deal. Their head of their record company, Bruce Lundvall, came out here, and EMI put on a show, a special showcase performance of us at this place in Sydney. And Bruce came down, he saw the show, and he comes backstage, he shakes my hand and says, "You're on, you're signed, we want you." And it all went ahead, and we have the photos made up with Manhattan. It was all done. It was all ready to go. And then Peter Dawkins, who was the key figure here, because he was the head of EMI, it was his album, it all went awry, because he was sacked as CEO from an interview he'd given to Billboard magazine, where he slagged off the administration at EMI.
Oh,
And he was
dear.
out of there. Of course, we were yesterday's news then, because we were Peter's band, and you know, even though we had a contract to do a couple more albums, nobody was going to push it, and so the Manhattan deal fell through. We didn't go over. I went over like earlier to do the deal and you know and have a meet with them, but you know we were shattered. You know, but how quickly these
So
things
that
can
means
fall
you
through.
did no gigs overseas then at all, really?
No digs.
That's really weird that you never went to Japan, which is kind of interesting.
Well, actually, over the years we've had a lot of discussions with Japan, and they don't like. Well, this is what their excuse that we've heard is: no distributors will distribute us there because our name is Geisha.
Oh,
They
really?
like the music, but they don't like the name, so we'd have to change the name.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, like they get offended almost, maybe.
I'm not sure. Maybe the proper, you know, they think we're whores or something. I'm not